possession
Wellington,
for
Pires.
Croatian national team.
Wellington, Pires, Bruno, that was the deal. Now 3 defending players.
Goričanec as a specialist for Croatia, Juric at the left wing, PALAC at the right wing. PALAC will try, but great save from SEBEN ROSSA. He's almost 2 meters tall, very huge goalkeeper.
Number 9, NASCIMENTO de Medeiros. 2 points. All 3 players in Brazilian attack goes out after losing the possession, and then they have 3 specialists on their places.
First goal for Croatia, for Ivan PALAC. Very young player, 19 years of age. That's a goal from
Nailson Amaral.
4-2 Brazil.
Brazilians in the lead, 4-2. Goričanec all alone. Offensive foul from Goričanec. Bad decision in offense for
Referees ask players to avoid to have contact, especially because beach handball is 4 against 3 in attack.
Bruno. Matheus once again with authority. This is a penalty for Croatia, for Ivan PALAC. He was fouled.
Execution by, let's see, Ivan Juric, of course. Cristiano on the goal. Goal for Juric, 6-4 for Brazil, and ball possession, 2 minutes to go. Excuse me, 2 minutes from the beginning of the first period.
Matheus. Bruno.
Wow, great for
Matheus. For Matheus.
Spectacular.
8-4 for Brazil. Goričanec and PALAC. Goričanec, great defense. Great defense from SILVA. But the goal at the end for Croatian team.
Very deep defense by Budic, and there is enough space for the attacking player on the wing.
Score for Matheus, 2 points, 10-6. Brazil in the lead.
Deep defense from Croatian side was something that they prepared for their opponents, but so far it doesn't work.
Another penalty for Croatia. Defense from 6-meter area from the OLIVEIRA Marcelo.
Dr. Juric again on the 6-meter line. Try to score and make difference, just 2 points. Yes, 2 more points for Juric.
Bruno, Matheus, SOUSA, Nailson, that's the offense for Brazil, and Hill at the line. Bruno, once again, same action, once again, same result. Matheus scored.
And suspension to number 6, Budic, because of that contact with the specialist of Brazilian team, Bruno Oliveira. Croatia now played with 3 players against 3. But okay, officials asked the players to stay down in substitution zone.
Goričanec, Juric and PALAC are on the attack for Croatia.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget this is the very first division of the ANOC World Beach Games.
Huge mistake from Croatian players.
Goričanec wasn't attent that their teammates wanted to make a trick with a fast substitution, but it wasn't so good for Croatian team. 12-8 after almost 4 minutes finished in the first period, and Brazil has the ball possession too.
Bruno, Matheus, Bruno,
Steps
turnover for Brazil.
too complicated by Bruno. Not so usual to see that he's a bit confused. Normally we see a lot of fantastic creative solution on from his mind.
Number 10, Šošić is a specialist for Croatia, but turnover for this team. Great reaction in defense. That was Machado.
In Brazilian defense, we had the duel of two players higher than 2 meters, Matezovic and SILVA VIEIRA.
Bruno, she has scored the goal, 14-8. 6 points difference for Brazil. And another turnover for Croatia. Counter-attack, easy goal for Brazil. 16-8.
316. We can say almost self-assistance, because the player that gave the ball to attacker player is the player that go out, and then Gil Pires entered the court instead of him. So almost the same player give the ball to himself and score for in spin shot. 16-8.
Problems for Croatia so far. They had turnovers, 3 turnovers so far.
No saves, 3 turnovers, just 1 shot miss, but just 4 shots within more than 5 minutes of the match, which means they didn't play good in defense, didn't play good in defense as well. So it's not such bad result for Croatia. They're just 4 possession far from Brazil, and they didn't show so far nothing of their play.
On the other side, Brazil playing perfect. They are 7 from 7 from the field.
If Croatia will react on one or on both sides, they can manage this match, and they can turn back soon to the equalizer to be very competitive till the end of the first period. Another specialist, Matheus Šošić in Croatian team. Once again the same play, but Gil Pires stay because of the ball, which is quite slippery, maybe too dangerous even for him to go for the 360. They will wait as well, because the pace of the match used to be slower now when they have such advantage, and even 10 points of difference now after 2 new points of Matheus.
Bruno and Matheus, perfect cooperation for Brazil. Juric, tough position, but great goal from one of the best players in the world.
That is the Croatian superpower, Dr. Ivan Juric. Let's see, will this goal make give some new energy to the Croatian team?
Bruno, once again for Matheus. Perfect shots from Matheus.
Yeah, great. Matheus was quite alone with no opponents close to him, and now attacker foul. Another self pass for the spin shot, Gil Pires. Let's say this first period is over. There must be something really totally surprising to see Croatia at the end winning this period. They probably know the same, and they will maybe even stop the pace even more and be ready for the second period.
Good assist and goal for Croatia. 20-12. But Brazilian offense is very, very attractive.
Amaral for one pass for the in-flight on the 6-meter line, pivot position for Gil Pires, 2 points.
And now goal for Sosic, save from SEBEN ROSSA.
That was very important because in this period, when they already lost first period, maybe Croatia need to try to find players that are able to score, besides even Juric that made transform to 6-meter throws to the goals and scored some more points.
One more time, Matheus.
Josip Matezovic is the person that is needed in the Croatian attack.
And that's a goal for Ivan Palac.
That is very important for the second period. Maybe to see some goal of Josip Matezovic till the end of the first period, 1 minute 52, 10 points of difference. Maybe it's not such big difference, even possible to destroy, but if you are not playing against Brazil.
One more goal from Bruno. He's unstoppable. 26-14. That will be a penalty.
It will be suspension as well
for Diogo Silveira.
After this contact, Matteo Bunic will be the person that will try to transform 6-meter throw to the 2 points. It's already Ivan Juric did 2 times. On opposite side, Cristiano, SEBEN ROSSA. As ball remained in possession of Croatia, there were not returned player from the Croatian side. Maybe there will be another suspension. Yes. 2 very important suspension for Brazilian 2 defending players. Just Oliveira Esteves. Stay with Wellington Esteves, stay without suspension. It means that TULLER and SILVA need to take care in the second period. They will need to take care much more because second suspension means they will not play anymore. Brazil will be play actually even in this 6-meter throw with just 1 player because 2 players are suspended and there were no change of possession. Ivan Juric again. 4-2. No. Great save. At the end, 2 more points. And now 2 players from Brazil will turn back to the game. Amaral on the right wing, and at the end, Gil Pires on his natural position on the left wing, one of the best attackers in the world. Esteves 2 points. Matezovic, important goal, very difficult. It wasn't so easy even when he stayed alone in the spin shot, but Matezovic scored at the end.
28-18 for Brazil. Can they make 30-point mark? Yes, they can. The SOUSA, Amaral, Nailson. 30 points.
50
Fantastic play.
50 seconds to the finish of the first period. Everything clear much earlier. Now 2 more points for Ivan Juric.
That will be result of first period 30-20 for Brazil.
Serious difference, 10 points. That is not so usual in the match of those 2 teams, but actually that is just 1-0 period, so Croatia just need to react and to win second period. For sure, they are strong enough to do it, but we must see at the first moment to see their defense, because they didn't have any solution for the very strong, slow but very precise attack with a lot of counter-attackers of the Brazilian team.
15 from 15, perfect efficiency for Brazilian team, and only two turnovers.
That's something that we didn't see. 15 out of 15, all for 2 points. And also that is such big difference, 10 points of difference. We can say, I think that Brazil scored 8 points from counter-attack. Really easy points with a long pass from the goalkeeper or the defending players directly to the 6 meter of the opponent. So for Gil Pires, probably there are some options for Croatia to answer, to try to win second period. It would be great.
Quarterfinals with Denmark, please stay.
وفي الاستراحة بين شوطي مباراة البرازيل وكرواتيا يمكنكم متابعة أبرز لقطات المجموعة الأولى على الشاشة.
And we're still showing you the highlights of the
It looks Croatia come to the court ready to respond to this fantastic first period of Brazilian team. 10 points of difference, but just still 1-0 for Brazil, so it will be necessary just to win with 1 point in the last seconds, or even in the golden goal, to equalize and to go to the shootout. Of course, first period showed much better Brazil than Croatia, but let's see. This is totally new story.
والآن نعود
Hope you enjoy this match. Matheus and TULLER will jump for this ball.
First possession for Brazil, very important for Croatia. Start of second period.
Matheus left, Bruno Oliveira in the middle, especially Nailson Amaral on the right wing and Gil Pires on the pivot line.
Matheus
probably steps whistled by Slovakian referees Rudinsky and Manda.
This is a chance for Croatia to take the lead at the start.
Croatia will start with the specialist Filip Goričanec. Later, Matej Šošić was another solution for the Mladen Paragic, but not good solution in the first period.
Goričanec, tough position and poor solution, poor decision for Mateo Budic. He lost the ball. Matheus for Gil, that's the goal for Brazil.
After such start, probably Brazilian team will more open the right wing of the Croatian team, so it will be important that Budic responds with a good shot in the first following action. That's what happened.
Goričanec, great defense.
Great no goal.
Tough shot, very tough shot for
almost in flight.
TULLER.
Almost in flight from their own defensive zone.
Goričanec.
This is important.
But Budic hit the post and counter-attack in flight for easy goal for Matheus.
12 minutes of the match. Perfect performance of Brazilian team. Did you see? Everything is like case study. Counter-attack with two players, one taking the ball, make the block and leave the ball for in-flight for another player. Great, very important for Croatian pair play. PALAC on the right side. Budic wasn't able to score, but PALAC will be danger on the right wing.
Much deeper defense for Croatia, but Matheus, no.
Matheus touched the sand.
Disallowed goal. He touched the sand after the jump. This is the chance for Croatia. Goričanec, Juric.
Attacking now with 4 in the line. Matheus will go to the line. Opening the place, yes, and probably second. That will be red card for SILVA VIEIRA, Diogo. Very important player of Brazil will go out, if I'm not wrong. That second suspension, which means red card. Now Professor Antonio Guerra will need to try to find actually some new solution in defense. Could be very important moment in the match.
But Juric need to score.
Esteves Wellington will take his position and they will play with Esteves, with TULLER and with number 11, de Oliveira Marcelo, Thiago. Once again, Dr. Juric. But great saves and not just one. Cristiano stops 2 of the 3 last attempts of Croatians in the first period.
Matheus,
Now,
Bruno,
thanks from Matheus.
Joao, Paulo, REGO. Bruno, hand is up, Matheus easily. Best player of this game so far.
No answer in Croatian defense. Neither on the goal post. Almost no saves, no?
None.
None.
Goričanec, tough position, but goal for PALAC. They need to stay in this game. Maybe steps, but Bruno, easy position for this.
You know,
players.
when you have all 4 players that are danger for the opponent, they are looking for all of them, and then there is a lot of space for such goals, like this scored by Bruno. Juric.
Brilliant save from Cristiano, SEBEN ROSSA.
Who can if Juric can? That's the question, because this guy is one of the biggest stars. Great player.
Against Juric.
We still didn't see any goal of Nailson in the second period.
You mean something like this?
Yeah, something like that, because that's the full strength of Brazilian team. No possibility to stop their danger on each position. And when you know that teams are playing with 3 players in defense, you see no solution. There must be some miracle at the moment.
A lot of troubles for Croatia. PALAC once again is the only player who can score the goal for Croatia in second period.
PALAC is the only answer on the right wing, so it makes it much easier for the Brazilian defenders.
And ball for Croatia. Gorichanec. Now Juric at the pivot spot. Gorichanec, PALAC, Gorichanec. Turnover for Croatia. And counter-attack. Gil for shot. Good save for HANCIC, young goalkeeper from Croatia.
There's still no good game in defense of Croatia. Not too much solution in the attack, but just 4 points of difference. So this match is still very open.
That's a goal from Matheus. 12-6, Brazil. Gorichanec, and that's in-flight goal for Josip Matezovic.
Josip Matezovic is playing with both defense and attack, and he used to follow the Bruno. So it's very good to avoid his long passes, but no solution for Matheus. Probably more than 15 points of Matheus. 6 points of difference.
Gorichanec and beautiful shot.
What a great, spectacular goal.
Budic.
19 years old, but very experienced now. It looked like much older.
There's still enough time for Croatia, but they need to defend something like this. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal from Josip Matezovic.
Look at this, without play, without solutions in defense, just 2 points difference, and of course possession for Brazil, but Croatia is still very alive and able to respond. Probably they need help. Antoni Guerra Peche, el professor of Brazilian and global beach handball. He thought that it's time for some advices to his team. Crucial moment of the second period. We are in the 8th minute of the second period. First one clearly by Brazil, 30-20. They are leading 1-0. Croatia tried to find some power to respond. Now it's just 2 points of difference. Brazil has possession of the ball, but Antoni Guerra Peche used the team timeout. So if they will not score now, the Croatian team will play for equalize the second period. Just 1 point of difference, even in the last second, in golden goal is enough for the Croatia, although that they lost 10 points in first period. Just periods count. but Matheus. Filip HANCIC on the goal post of Croatia need to add some balls to enable his teammates. Another great experience shot by Mateo Buric.
One more elegant shot from him. One possession game, very important attack for Brazil. Bruno, great save, but the ball is still for Croatia, for Brazil.
That's what Croatia needs, saves on the post.
Saves from HANCIC, Bruno steps.
Beautiful, considers as steps by Slovakian referees. Croatia gets the possession and attack to equalize in the second period. Brazilian coach give advice to goalkeeper to stay on the line. And it was enough good. Now the ball for the Brazilian team. SEBEN has the ball. They will ask to change the ball. Just we are in the last minute of the second period. Still open the whole match. Croatia lose 1-0 and has 2 points behind less than Brazil, and Brazil has the possession of the ball.
Bruno, Nailson, Bruno, Matheus, huge miss from Matheus.
At the end, miss of Matheus. That's something that we didn't see for
he's tired.
19 minutes.
It seems like he's tired. Let's see if Croatia can do something in this finish of the match.
They are close to the passive play.
Gorichanec.
Wow! Gorichanec killed the spider. 16-16 at 20 seconds. No team timeout. They must play according to the pace of the last 15-12 seconds of the match.
Nailson, Bruno for Matheus. Great save. Great save from HANCIC.
4 seconds.
4 seconds for Croatia. Croatian coach looking for 5 seconds, but it will be 4 seconds.
Probably.
For their last attack. Huge chance for Croatian team.
Yes, that's what Croatian team needed. Actually, this second period looked very strange because Brazil played much better again. They played with a high percentage of efficacy in attack. Croatians didn't look so well, but at the end they are on the tie result with 4 seconds remaining and with ball possession. Just 1 point needed for Croatia and we will go to shootout. But don't forget the Brazilian defense has 3 specialists. Esteves, Thiago, and number 14, Marcelo. They will try to come close. Maybe in last 4 seconds it could be dangerous. There will be some contact or foul. It could mean even direct red card, and the Brazilian team will stay just with 8 players because they already miss Diogo that get to suspension for the defending play. Players are quite stressed, but they want to change the ball. Perfect condition needed for last 4 seconds of Croatian attack. Matheus is in 6-meter zone. He will try to score.
It's a goal.
Wow, goal!
It's a goal from Buric. Very nice action for the end of this period, and we will watch shootout.
And as the goalkeeper stopped the ball and it goes to the...
Goal doesn't count.
No, it looks like the Brazilians asked that is golden goal, but not. It was goal scored by Croatian team.
It's a goal. It's a tie.
For sure, at least 2 persons take really serious care about those 4 seconds. One pass, Matheus come to the middle of the court, give the pass to Buric.
Buric, yeah.
Not PALAC, to Buric. and actually almost saved the goal. Saves 3-3.
And now we have a drama, we have a shootout in this epic quarterfinal.
As I actually said before the beginning of the second period, just 1 point difference needed. 10 points from the first period don't have any meaning. So it just needed to score with 1 point in the last second, and it happened. Now 50-50.
Very important saves from Filip Dominik HANCIC at Croatian goal against Matheus.
Winner of this match will play against
TULLER.
solution for Juric.
Steps for Juric, huge mistake. He was confused by Estevez, and big mistake for one of the best players here. Now Brazil have a chance to take the lead.
Everything is still very open. Brazilian team still don't look too enthusiastic, but Croatian neither. Bruno for TULLER. Wow, great goal for Brazil, 6-4. Once again, Brazil is in advantage. Josip Leko will go to the position of shooter. I have no doubt that Juric will be ready to shoot directly if there will be any option to scoring. Also that Cristiano ROSSA at the goal post means that Brazilian goalkeeper will remain in his goalkeeper zone. Enough time for Leko to take care about his shoot, but this can't be in the quarterfinal. Croatia get the option to remain alive in the second period, and now very easily they miss their opportunity. I said they missed their opportunity because Brazil need just 1 point score. It will be probably attempt of Amaral Nailson. Yes, left-handed Brazilian player. Huge experience. Probably it will be necessary that one of the goalkeepers go out to try to cut the ball, because if Nailson will stay one-on-one with the Croatian goalkeeper with such power and fastness, that when he comes to the goalkeeper zone of opponent and with the high jump, he will manage it probably easily. No!
Nailson missed.
Croatia remaining alive. But it's still huge.
Now we have Gorichanec. He will try to score to keep Croatia alive. And once again for Brazil, the NOVAIS Alves Estevez in defense. Gorichanec steps once again. Brazil is in semi-finals. Estevez made a big difference in shootout. He forced 2 steps for Croatian experienced players.
Great victory of Brazilian team, we must say. That was huge difference in the first period. You must survive shootout against Croatia. Not maybe in the best lineup. Some of few players are dedicated to their indoor team due to the calendar of this competition, but those teams won seven straight world championships, because first championship was won by Egyptians 2004, and then just Brazilians and Croatians were those that lift the trophy and get the gold medals. Great match, I hope you really enjoyed it.
So Brazil won this match by shootouts, 30-20. First period for Brazil, 70-16 for Croatia. Second period.